All right, this is the Poof with curls for juniors, seniors, and youth. So first you're gonna take the Poof to section it off, and you're gonna wanna go kind of from the corners of her forehead. You're gonna wanna go wide and then come in. So it should kind of make like a triangle. So the front should be wider, and then back here, you're gonna wanna kind of thin out, but still have enough hair. Just wanna poof it up a little bit, make sure you have enough. And you're gonna put that down there, and then pull this back just so that doesn't get in the way. Just tie this and section it off. Okay. And you're gonna take the hair that you're using for the Poof and just kind of run a comb through it really quick. Put your head up. Get all the knots out. Then you're gonna want to start from the back and start teasing, and you're gonna want to spray this. And then tease down. You're gonna want to tease a lot because you want to get as much height as you can. And just kind of let it fall back. Take another section. And just keep taking sections until you get to the front. You're gonna wanna save a front piece to kind of cover all of this, but you're gonna wanna tease it a little bit because most girls have a part. So in order to not see the part, you're gonna wanna tease it just a little bit, not as much as you teased back though. Now I want to pull it all back. Just kind of brush it up. Spray it. Make sure it looks all nice and neat. Want to make sure you get a nice kind of circular look. Not really, you don't really want much of a cone look. So if you need to move around or fluff around to get it that way, you want to poof. You want to make sure you're not pinning it back at the back of the head. You want to push it up to kind of where the poof is. And you want the end pieces to the side so that there's no gaps. And then after I've gotten it where I think I want it to go, I'll pin it and then go take a look in the front. You want to pin your pins in an X. So after you pin one, put the other over it so it makes an X look to it. And I like to go to the front and make sure it's where I want it to be placed. And you can always readjust if needed. Want to pin down any extra little flyaways. You want to make sure that the sides are covering, that they come down here kind of slightly so you don't have this gap right here. So you want to make sure they go down to the side. Kind of pin them down a little bit like so. Flatten it a little bit so it makes a nice little nice shape to it. Fluff it up, brush it up if you need to. And put some extra spray. Now you're going to take the little tail of our poof, and you're going to want to just put that kind of to the side. If you could hold that for me really quick. Because you're not going to tie that into the ponytail just yet. So now you want to brush up her hair. You want to get as close to the poof as you can, so you want a really, really high ponytail, so that there's room for the bow. What I like to do is get all the hair that I'm going to use for the ponytail, spray all around, and then put the brush through again, just so that all these little hairs sticking out get down nicely. And any hairs you have that maybe aren't sticking or that fall out because they're too short, you could either use gel or pin them down with bobby pins to make them stay better. You're going to want to use a couple hair ties. Some of the girls with thicker hair are going to need more than one. Head up. And then again, you want to spray all the way around. And then use the comb to just kind of brush everything down. Now, if you get a bump in your hair and you've already put the ponytail up, all you need to do is use a bobby pin and just pin it down so you don't have to redo the whole thing. Now you're going to take the tail from the poof, and now you're going to tie it into the ponytail. You want to fluff it out, make sure it's all good. You're going to want to put a brush through it now before we start curling, because the ends from the poof are going to be pretty naughty. Now you're going to start to curl the ponytail. I personally like to use a straightener to curl my hair, but whatever, a wand may work better for you. But I just find that the straightener holds longer and gets a nicer, more cylinder-like curl. And you're going to want to turn, grab the hair and turn towards you. So once you clamp it down, turn towards you. You're going to want to bring the hair down at an angle And just wrap it around. And then you get a nice circular curl. You're going to do this throughout the whole ponytail. You could curl your entire hair before, or you could just curl the ponytail. I find that it's easier if you just curl the ponytail instead of your whole head, because it's probably going to get messed up in the whole first few steps anyways. Like I said, just turn towards you and come down. And then you're going to want to twist it with your fingers just so it goes in the correct direction. And then as you get to the ends, you want to just keep turning it as the hair is coming out. Go down. And then now as I'm getting towards the ends, I'm going to keep turning as the hair is coming out, like so. You want the curls to angle the child's face. So for the left side, you're going to want to turn it towards you. And then once you get to the right side, you're going to turn it this way. So the curls are opening up to the back.
you want to speak, I'm back recording.
Okay. I'm almost after this. I'll have one thing left to do. Okay, after you've curled the full ponytail, just gonna want to fluff it out, spray it. And then before you're done, you're gonna want to take her ponytail and tease it to give it some height, but first you're gonna put in the bow. You can put the bow in either before you curl it or after. It doesn't matter, whatever works better for you. I want to make sure the bow is on evenly. And you're going to want to pin the bow down, the wings of it, so that during the routine, it stays in. So one walk forward, make sure it's even. And then now you're going to tease the ponytail from bottom to top. Just want to put the other extra hair over there so it's out of your way. You don't want to tease it. And you just want to tease the top. You don't want to tease the end because you're just getting it for the height. So don't tease the end of it. And then spray. And after you've teased it, you just want to spread it out a little bit like this. Spray. Now, if your child has a lot of hair, you're going to want to spray after every tease. But if they have thinner hair, you could get away with just teasing and then spraying the whole thing. It's important that you tease the ponytail so that her hair goes high enough over the bow and it looks a lot nicer and fuller, especially if your child has thin hair. Teasing the ponytail will make a big difference in giving your daughter's hair a fuller look. Remember, and then spread out, tighten it a little bit, spread out. And you're gonna wanna just fluff it out, kind of get the flyaways down a little bit, but don't brush it out completely. Tighten the ponytail, fluff it up in the back. Spray it all over again with hairspray. Tease a little more, kind of brush it down, tease, tap it down, tease, poof it up like this. Make sure the poof is good. Tighten the ponytail if needed. And then there you have it. Curls and a poof. Like I said, if you want, you could spray the bottom, the curls, and just kind of grab it a little bit with your hands. Just kind of fluff it out. Make sure it looks nice and full. And there you go.